Okay, so don't forget on that Regalia sit-down model, you can use that coupon code ANV10 to save an additional, in this case, $300 at checkout. You can also get that if you mention the anniversary sale in store or when you call us at 1-800-865-9664. Now, as I mentioned, sometimes people don't have room for a big long arm machine, or they're not that far on their quilting journey.
They're not that far on their quilting journey. So this is a pretty unique system because
this is the Cutie Breeze frame by the Grace Company. Now, this is designed to work with most all your domestic machines. The frame sits on a portable 4-foot table. I mean, we all can go buy that at Walmart or Costco.
Right.
You can set it anywhere because I bet you some of you sew in a room that you use for other things. Okay, and so you can set this up. You set this on the table, and it has this carriage. This is the new version called the Cutie Breeze, and it has this carriage that I can put different machines on it. You can see I have different machines being placed on this carriage. And then the benefit of this is that you can take a larger piece of fabric.
That's
okay,
right.
so I'm going to put this video up. Obviously, I'm wearing a different shirt, but I have a larger piece of fabric that I'm loading, and it's a clamping frame.
How big a quilt can you do on this, George?
A king size.
That's right.
Because this is never ending. It goes over the side.
It's an endless frame.
Okay, and you got these clamps, and all I do is I give this little twist, and that tightens it up so wonderfully. And what happens, and let's actually go over here, and I'm going to show you a couple of things. So here I have the Baby Lock Jazz 2. I can put any machine here, but I will talk about this one as a package. But basically, I'm just using a foot pedal, and see, I can move this so much easier on the carriage. So by moving the carriage, I can flow so much better. I can get that rhythm, because when you're doing free motion quilting, it's all about rhythm and getting the flow of it. And so because I'm moving the machine on this carriage with these precision wheels, that's easier to do. Now I'm just using a foot pedal, but there is an optional stitch regulator that I can add that works with many different brands of machines, from Baby Lock, Brother, Janome, Foff, Shuki. And then I select the model number, in this case, the Jazz 2, and then I can select my stitch. Like I can select a stitch length, or I can select even base or anything, and it gives me control. So that's something you can add to it. So the Grace Cutie frame, again, is available to work with most domestic machines, and it has a suggested retail price of $999. We have a price right now for $549. We have free shipping across the country. Yes, you can use that coupon code ANV10 to save an additional 10%. It's anniversary. We're celebrating. But this is while supplies last at that special buy. Now, on here, I have the Baby Lock Jazz 2. I'm going to put a package together of both items. Now, the Jazz 2 is an amazing machine in its own right. It has a large 12-inch opening. It also has 28 built-in stitches, anywhere from decorative stitches to utility stretch stitches to overlock stitches, top stitching, applique stitches, crazy quilt stitching, as well as a auto-sizing one-step buttonhole. Now, the needle up and down control combined with this knee lift gives you the ability for hands-free sewing. So if I'm sewing to the edge and I don't want to take my hands off the fabric, I can simply lift the foot up and with the knee lift, and then I can turn the fabric. Now, this knee lift is so responsive that, as you see with this applique, as I'm going around this heart, I can pivot in little movements without having to, again, take my hands off the fabric. And that is something that is wonderful. Now, because this is a mechanical machine, you have a little more control than a computerized machine, especially with the width and the length. It has these micro adjustments that gives you the ability to fine tune it to do tapering and applique functions. Also, you have an adjustable pressure, and this gives you a lot more control in working with heavy fabric and knit fabric and sheer fabric. You can even adjust it so you can turn on a dime like you see with this fringe attachment, as well as it will help you with your doing free motion. And of course, it has an automatic needle threader and a quick set bobbin for your convenience. So now I put together a package of everything right here, and the total package is over $23.98 of value, of retail value. And you can get both the Jazz 2 and the Cutie Breeze all for $1,299. We have interest-free payments. as well as free shipping across the country. And that truly will take you, we call that the Start to Quilt Right package, and that will take you on your journey starting to quilt right. Now, let's say you're ready to go the next step up, okay? The Grace Company, who makes the Cutie Breeze frame, they also make the Unique series machines, and this is the model 16X. And this model actually fits right on the frame, the Cutie Breeze frame.
Same frame.
As well as they have larger frames. But what's unique is I have a special opportunity from the Grace Company where I purchased their recertified classroom machines. These are machines that were opened up generally maximum 2 or 3 days at the most, and then they test them back up. They're actually better adjusted than brand new out of the box because everything, when they bring them in, they don't even adjust it. And we've sold hundreds of these, and people have loved them. So what's great about this is this, again, fits right on that carriage with even larger wheels, and it has a built-in stitch regulator that has even better sensors on it.
It's a dedicated machine.
It's a dedicated machine.
More like a long arm. You've kind of gone into long arm territory because there's features, right, George?
You've got 16 inches of space. Okay. You've got that built-in bobbin winder.
Built-in bobbin winder.
But the bobbins are those large M size.
That's right.
The light, they even put a light in the bobbin case.
So that you can see.
Absolutely. And that's a commercial bobbin system. And it also has these incredible handles. So let me show you this here. So these handles right here, they're totally adjustable so that I can adjust them in and out and position them just for my comfort, because that's important. When you're doing that, you are working with the comfort, because when you're quilting, you want to quilt and quilt for many hours. And the level of where you're working with the handles are important. All my controls are on the handles for the screen, and the screen I can control my stitch length, the type of regulation, and everything. And so this regulator is so precise. I actually have it set on precise, and what that means is I press this and it actually is ready to go, and I'm just using my fingertips. And so that had a warning because I moved a little too fast. It also has an edge guide warning, and so what that means is that if I can set my borders, and if I take my borders here and I stitch this here, I come too close to the border, then what happens is that it will actually give me a warning light because I came too close to the border. This machine truly is an amazing product. You can even add automation to this as well. We have automation that will do automatic edge to edge, or you can have it where it can do a lot more. So there's a lot of really special things that we can add to this. As I mentioned, I have a very special buy on the model 16X classroom recertified machine, and we're including it with the Cutie frame. Okay, now we also have other models. We have their Elite series, or 16X Elite, the 19X Elite, the 21X Elite. We've got other frames that are all on sale that are also classroom recertified machines. We've reserved some at special buy, so you want to click on the link to see the different selection, and we have videos on all those as well on our website. But this specific model, we have a very good buy. The total retail value of this package is $6,298. We have it on sale for $34.99 with the frame. Now, some of you already have the Cutie frame, so you can buy this without the frame for $29.99. But both options, we're giving an exclusive bundle. And the bundle, it includes a ruler base, so I can put that on the machine. And it has a quilt ruler kit that has a ruler as well as 3 different feet. Now, what I love about it, it has the ruler foot, has like a bearing on it, which glides around the rulers much better. But it also has, they call it Quilt Perfect, where it has one that guides exactly on the edge of the ruler, so I can do nice straight lines, as well as one that has a marking on it. So that's included, as well as thread and other accessories while supplies last. Now, we have other frame options as well, so click on the link for that. And by the way, use coupon code ANB10 to save an additional 10% up to $300 on this as well. What do you think of that, Kathy?
I think that's a great idea, but you know what, George?
Oh, prizes.
I think we need to give away some prizes.
Okay.
It's been a bit. We
Oh,
need
so
to give
remember
away
those
some prizes.
Okay,
How do you get a prize?
like, share, or comment, And at the end of the anniversary sale, we're going to do all the drawings and post them on Facebook. And remember, we got sewing machines, we got accessories, we got all kinds of thread. I mean, this is an amazing, over $7,000 worth of prizes.
And you want to win those.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about some other machines. For more information on this incredible product, click on the link to see our current special offer. You can email us at customerservice@moores-sew.com or call us at 1-800-865-9664.